Hello guys, so I'm finally about to talk about why Undertale and Deltarune are both the best RPGs of all time. Deltarune specifically. I mean Undertale's good too, but I like Deltarune just a bit more, like 10% more. Anyway, let's talk about how these games first came to be. First of all, there was this guy named Toby Fox. Yeah, you probably never heard of him, definitely, if you're watching this video. his main inspiration for these games was Earthbound on the Super Nintendo, which is fine enough, but not my taste. I played the game for a bit and I got stuck in, and yeah, I just don't like the game that much anymore. Anyway, Toby, being amazed by this game, decided to make an Earthbound ROM hack, and after that he gained a cult following and decided to make a game called Undertale, an RPG where you could spare or kill anywhere you see. This is actually a pretty interesting mechanic, so if you're stupid and dumb, you're gonna kill everyone until you basically gone full genocide route. Yes, there's a genocide route for the 7 people that killed. But if you're actually smart, like me and 90% of the people, you're gonna be passive. You know, because you have a brain, you aren't an animal, and you just don't wanna slay them, you know? And yeah, let's talk about the story of the game. So the story of the game is gonna be just mixed with the gameplay explanation too. So this kid named Flip falls on inside of a mountain named Mount Ebon. Well, I have to talk about the backstory on why he fell in. So it seems a lot of time ago, so 1,000 or even 100 years, I don't know which one. There were two kinds of creatures that before. One of them was humans, and the other was monsters. And after that, humans and monsters for some reason had a fight, a war, I mean. And basically the humans won and sealed monsters under the mountain with a magic spell, and gave them a barrier so they couldn't escape. So yeah. Anyway, the king of them, which has aged hundreds of years because they're boss monsters. Now I talk about them. The boss monsters are kind of monsters that are immortalized and cannot age until their own child reaches their own age. And I don't think Asgore, the king, and his wife Toria are gonna ever change, because I'm gonna explain that in the story just a bit later. Anyway, so this kid named Frisk falls down and sees a little flower. You know, he's an innocent, but he's fucking not innocent. He's the main antagonist of the game, yeah. Anyway, he sees this flower and gets destroyed by him, but not really, because Toriel rescues him. Toriel has said that he wants to save any human that falls here, but Asgore is the total opposite. He just wants to kill everyone and take their soul, because when a human and monster soul combine, you can shatter the barrier and monsters can get out of the underground. Anyway, after that, Toriel takes Frisk to her home, and basically Frisk tells her that I want to go away from you, I want to be free, and Toriel says no, I want to keep you, and they have a fight. And it basically depends on what you do, but I'm talking about from the pacifist route. I'm gonna be talking about the genocide route too, but a lot less. So, after you spare Toriel, I guess if you do that, she will give you a hug, you goodbye, and says that yeah, you don't deserve to be in this small place, and lets you go to the rest of the underground. So you explore the underground and come across a town named Snowden, and if you didn't figure it out by the name, this place is full of snow for some reason. I just don't fucking understand how the fuck the underground can have seasons in it. No, that's a big puzzle, Toby. What the fuck did you think about that? Anyway, Frisk meets with these two skeleton bros named Sans and Papyrus. Now, I don't think those guys need any, and for real, I don't mean any introduction. Because literally, Sans's genocide route boss fight is probably the most infamous part of this game. It's kind of nuts. Anyway, after that, he meets them and Papyrus wants to become part of the Royal Guard and he has to impress her friend named Undyne. Remember Undyne, he's gonna become important later. Anyway, so to impress Undyne, Undyne tells her so that he had to hunt a human. Because of the soul reasons mentioned before. So Papyrus fights us and we spare him and we basically go to this area called the waterfall. Now that Papyrus has let us go, we date Papyrus. Yes, no, not that kind of it. Just kind of hang out. And these steps are kind of required to get a true pacifist round. You need to hang out with Papyrus, hang out with Sans, and hang out with Undyne, and give Alphys the letter. Also remember Alphys, she's gonna become important later. And go for the true lab. Also remember that. I'm not gonna be spoiling too much. Anyway, Undyne, it's basically a killing machine. She doesn't give two fucks about her existence. He just wants to kill us at all cost. It's kind of fucking terrifying. I don't know what to say anymore. Anyway, we run away from Undyne and get to the next part of the game, which is Hotlands. Hotlands is a pretty cool area in the game. We meet Alphys in it. Alphys is this really nerdy scientist girl. I don't know what kind of animal is she, but I think she's a lizard. And she's no offense to anyone, but gay! Yes, she's gay. She has a crush on Undyne. Oh, you know what? Actually, Toby put in these LGBT things in his games. I think, I think they respect LGBTQ people, and I don't have anything against them. Be what you want to be. Anyway, Alphys gives us this phone and tells us she has created a robot named Metaton, which is crazy and just wants to destroy any humans at all costs. So we fight Metaton and we go to fight Asgore so we can get out of the underground. So anyway, after we fight Asgore, he tells us that he just wants to get out of the underground, explanation. But after we defeat Asgore, motherfucking Flowey from the beginning of the game kills Asgore, even though you spared him, kills Asgore, crashes the game, and then when we load back up, he's a literal fucking god of destruction. But you know what? Asgore collected 6 souls before we came here, so the 6 souls help us to fight Flowey. And yeah, that's how the neutral ending of the game is. Now the true pacifist route, I've already set the steps. You go for the true laboratory and fight Azrael Dreamer. Who's the fuck is Azrael Dreamer? Well, it's Asgore and Toriel's son who died a long ago and has been resurrected. Anyway, we fight Azrael and the monsters get out of the underground and everything's happy-go-lucky. Except not if you're going to genocide route, which you kill anyone and find Sans Megalovania, haha, go brrrrrr. Anyway, that was Undertale. Now, overall, a pretty good game with some flaws, teeny tiny flaws. I'll say this game's a solid 8.5 out of 10. You should pick it up, definitely. The game's only $15, at least on my Switch eShop. Play this game, it's pretty unique. And now that I've talked about Undertale, I have to talk about the more important part of the video about deltarune. Holy fuck. Now, deltarune's fucking incredible. This game blows Undertale out of the water. It's kind of fucking amazing that it was able to do that. Anyway, let's talk about the development history. So it turns out Toby didn't want to make Undertale first. His original vision for an RPG game was always Deltarune, but for some unknown reason he made Undertale first, then Deltarune. Anyway, 3 years after Undertale's release, which Undertale released in 2015 and this game released in 2018, the game was also met with critical acclaim and everybody loved the game. And basically this game has an episodic release. As of the time of this video, only chapter 1 and 2 have been out, and there's gonna be 7 fucking chapters of this game, which is insane. Like, I calculated it, and if this every 3 year releasing a game thing goes on, and I think if my calculation were correct, this game is gonna be fully complete in 2039. Fuck yeah, I'm gonna see you guys in, let me count. Alright, I'm gonna see you guys in 16, 17 years. Why? No, for real though, I'm back. So Deltarune is a whole lot better than Undertale. First of all, the story. The story is a lot different than Undertale, you know, takes place in an alternative universe. Everyone you still know and love are still here, but they're completely different people. Toriel is our mom and school teacher. Alphys is another school teacher. Asgard has a flower shop. And Sansa basically has the grocery store. Undyne is a cop, and yeah, so on and so on. I think you get the idea. It's kind of nuts to see all of these fan favorite characters get tossed to the side like this. It's kind of hilarious. Anyway, you have a couple of new faces. First of all, Chris. Chris is an alternative to Frisk and a lot more edgy alter ego. No, I think Frisk was a lot more calmer as a character, even though they never speak or do anything that has a personality in the game. I think Chris is just not showing his eyes. It's just kind of showing, yeah, I'm a badass, you know, what do you want? No. So anyway, Frisk goes to school and there's this girl, this bully girl named Susie. And at the class, Alphys tells them that get the chalk for the chalkboard, you know. And they go to the closet, and when they go to the closet, Chris and Susie, they fall down and see and find out a completely new world. This is an alternative universe or some shit. Anyway, this place is called the Dark World by who we know as Rousey. Rousey is a boy which looks like a girl. Yeah. A lot of gay and trans things there, Toby. Anyway, Rousey tells us a story, a grand story, a prophecy, whatever the fuck that was, that tells us that a couple of heroes are gonna appear and save the world. The thing that it's letting these dark fountains to be made is, these dark holes, the things that led to these dark holes being created are these dark fountains which basically give them form. And if there's only more than one or two couple, if there's too many of them, the balance of light and dark will break, and basically the whole world will get fucking destroyed, blah blah blah. Anyway, they go through the dark world to destroy the kingdom, because this new fountain has kind of with this guy named the Chaos King, and I mean the Spade King. I'll call him the Chaos King because it's his theme from the boss fight. Anyway, yeah, they basically go through a whole adventure. This game's graphics and presentation is a lot better than deltarune, Undertale as well. I think it is because the smaller the sprites look, the better they are. Anyway, after that, I think the game mechanics are also really cool. You can kill, spare, act, just like in Undertale, and it's a whole lot more fast-paced too. It's kind of, and for me who's like a sucker for fast-paced games, it's kind of really great. Yeah. Anyway, so they go through this whole story and they fight this guy named Jevil, which is the guy you're looking at right now. Anyway, this guy's insane. This guy's a secret boss in the game, kind of like Sans, but I'll talk about that later. Seeing in each chapter is gonna be a secret boss. I will talk about chapter 2's secret boss later, which is even more insane than Jevil. Anyway, they fought Jevil, they found the Chaos King, and they say they don't found him. That's chapter 1. Really solid game. Definitely pick it up. And it's free. I mean, it's literally fucking free. What the fuck are you waiting for? Go get the game. So, a few years after waiting, finally we get Deltarune Chapter 2. And holy motherfucker, Chapter 2 blows Chapter 1 also out of the water. I mean, Chapter 1's still great, but play them both together. Anyway, the thing is, Chapter 2 has a lot more content, and it's better. The story is better, and there's a secret boss in the game named Spamton. I think you know who the fuck he is. He's on the screen right now, but we'll talk about it later. So after the events of Chapter 1, Chris and Susie, which basically Chapter 2 takes place only a single day after Chapter 1. Anyway, they get sucked to the library's closet because they want to do a school project or some shit there, but they get distracted and go to another dark hole. And anyway, there's this woman named the Queen, which is highly suspected to be the Chaos King's wife. More on that later. And this girl is just holy fuck. She's basically early internet. She's just a random, like everything explodes when she comes. And yeah, she has a random style of humor, which is I think was for the better. It kind of blends in with the humor of the game. Who cares? Blah blah blah. Anyway, Chapter 2 introduces Noel. I mean, Noel was already in Chapter 1, and Burley, but they weren't major characters. Like there were side NPCs that you could talk to. And yeah, we go to basically stop the team with her dog found. Anyway, after that happened, I want to tell you right now that this Chapter 2 has an equivalent to the genocide round in Undertale. It's called the Snow Cliff. So you know Noelle, right? You can take advantage of her and basically abuse her on enemies. So you kill everyone you see, and Noelle becomes powerful when she casts Snow Grave spell on Brrrrr, which basically freezes him. And yeah, she's fucking. to do more things for later in the game. So later in the game, and we go to Spamton. We are at Quinn's mansion, and we get a key generator from him to unlock the key to Quinn's basement because we need a hard drive from there. So we get the hard drive from the basement of Quinn, and we give it to Spamton. Spamton goes inside of the hard drive. Holy fuck! And we plug the hard drive back in. At first, nothing happens. But then comes the best secret boss fight in the entire Undertale / Deltarune franchise. Spamton Neil. If Jet 1 Sans weren't old enough to kick your ass, this guy will kick your ass across the fucking room. Yeah! Anyway, this guy's really hard. The first time I think I died 20 times, but it's a cakewalk for me now. I just beat him without dying once. Anyway, after we fight him, he basically pieces out, and we can continue with the rest of the game. We fight Quinn in this giant fucking Punch-Out style game, which is a great reference because Punch-Out style better. So we seal the start fountain, and yeah, that's basically it. At the time, this game was also great, and this game has been bundled with Chapter 1 and Deltarune Chapter 1 and 2, and both chapters are free. So Undertale's $15, but this game is even better than Undertale, and it's free. It's kind of mind-blowing to think about that. Anyway, get Undertale and Deltarune, support them all. Deltarune is great. It's even better than Undertale. Yeah, you should go play it right fucking now. As for the future of the series, it's been rumored that Chapter 3, 4, and 5 are gonna release at the same time, and they're gonna be paid. The paid aspect, it's fine. Toby needs game programming. It's hard, and Toby needs to make some money. That's okay. I think it's kind of worrying that seeing 3 chapters releasing at once. It kind of says they're being rushed. I hope they're not being rushed, because if they're rushed, then yeah, I don't think that's gonna turn out that well. But anyway, let's not fucking worry, because I don't want this franchise to be fucking ruined. Anyway, that leaves Chapter 6 and 7 after those chapters come out. And yeah, it's probably gonna be done faster than we thought. Anyway, I'm gonna be back on a day that Deltarune gets complete, and maybe, just maybe, a 3rd game gets announced. And also, a last bit of fun fact, Deltarune is an anagram for Undertale. You can swap the letters and swap the letters and get Deltarune and Undertale, and Nut Dealer, which is another word again. And the best of all, Nude Alert. Yeah, real creative naming there, Toby. Anyway, that's my video about Undertale Deltarune. These are the best RPGs I've ever played, no shit. Because any other RPG I played, even Earthbound, was just boring, just were grinding mechanics and confusing world. You didn't know where the fuck to go. Basically, these games are a little linear, but that's not bad. These games are better than any other RPG. Go play them. That's my word for these games. Bye.